Most sales ops teams frame build versus buy as a budget question, and that's exactly why so many of them get it wrong. The price tag is the easiest number to see, and the least useful one to decide on. What actually determines whether this works is time, expertise, and how honestly you've described the problem you're solving. Start there, because the failure mode is almost never the tool. It's that nobody agreed on what the tool was for. Teams jump into demos and vendor calls before they can say in one sentence what outcome they're buying. Faster quote turnaround, cleaner pipeline data, fewer hours lost to manual entry. If you can't name it, you can't evaluate anything against it, and you'll end up with software that impresses in the demo and gets abandoned in 6 months. So get specific first. Map your actual workflows. Find the bottlenecks. Identify every place this new system has to touch your CRM, your marketing stack, your billing. Integration is where the surprises live, and integration surprises are what turn a 6-week rollout into a 6-month one. Then talk to the people who will use it every day. Reps, managers, the ops folks who will maintain it. Involving them early isn't a nice-to-have, it's the single biggest driver of whether anyone actually adopts the thing. Now the real comparison. Building gives you a perfect fit. Every feature maps to how you already work, and the system can evolve as you do. But you're signing up for a development timeline, and you own it forever. The maintenance, the security patches, the compliance updates, the person who has to be available at 2 in the morning when it breaks. If you don't already have that skill set in-house, add hiring or outsourcing to the cost, and add the risk that comes with both. Buying gets you moving faster. You get a mature feature set, vendor support, updates you didn't have to build. The trade is flexibility. You'll bend some of your processes to fit the software, and the roadmap belongs to the vendor, not to you. Their next release may solve a problem you don't have, while ignoring the one you do. On cost, look past the sticker. As much as 90% of what you'll spend on software comes after the purchase. Maintenance, support, integration work, customization. Calculate total cost of ownership on both paths over 3 to 5 years, not year one, and put a number on the delay too. If building takes 9 months in a market that's moving, that opportunity cost is real money, even if it never shows up on an invoice. 2 things are non-negotiable either way: security and compliance. Know where your data lives, which regulations apply, and who's responsible when they change. And scalability. Whatever you pick has to hold up at 3 times your current user count and data volume, because you don't want to run this decision again in 18 months. Here's the pattern we see hold up. If your process is genuinely differentiated, if it's part of why you win, that's a candidate for building. If it's a solved problem that hundreds of companies have already solved, buy it and spend your engineering time on something a competitor can't purchase. The best answer is often both. Buy the commodity layer. Build the thin piece on top that's actually yours.